I invite you to transcend what you've known as normal. Welcome to Wild Flowing Fire. Welcome to Wild Flowing.
People of the rainbow are those of you who choose to bring your hue into a shared family. This is extraordinary ability to choose family. And we do it based on the simple determination: will you identify with the rainbow? The human family cannot embrace those who believe that red is more important than blue. You may be red more than you are blue, but you bring yourself into something bigger than yourself, greater, more full of gifts, more full of skill and insight and potential. And thus our dreams expand proportionately as long as we're bringing our hue into this greater whole. This is crystalline consciousness, Christaline, Christ and Magdalene, the unity of male and female and the unity of all colors. In the same way, a crystal refracts many different colors, enabling you to see their distinct presence. We bring these colors back together in order to embrace pure light. The pure light that you embody when you own this is present instantaneously. It is present instantaneously. The moments in the future when you learn to recognize its presence and breathe life into it, making it a more full and complete part of you, are substantial. They matter. And yet it is important that you recognize that the moment you choose, it is here. To the extent that this is you, all you need to do is bring what you are and say, here I am. And say, I am more related, I am more identified with those others who bring your color and share in the rainbow. Years ago, many years ago, I met a Hopi Elder, a woman named Chakras. She had been empowered by the Hopi Elder Council to go out into the world and to reach people like me, young folks, younger Americans, in search of the wisdom, the medicine that we needed that they had. Some of that medicine was knowledge. The Hopi knew that we would come. The Hopi knew that people from another land would come to the Americas and eventually take over much of this land, rebuilding it, bringing a much greater population, transforming the land with networks of roads and wires and houses that moved. Horned beasts would replace the buffalo. They knew this before white people came to these shores. Truth resonates in a way that, if you learn to trust it, you know its presence. She was not lying to me. They knew these. And they also knew that disasters would rise, that the tornado and the hurricane would become more powerful, that fires would spread across the world, that war and famine would rise at a point in the future that would bring us to the brink of destruction. And at this edge, when the possibility that civilization as we know it, what we have called mature and evolved society, would be on the brink of total destruction, we would have to feel the presence and the potential that all will fall apart. And at this point, the people of the rainbow emerge. Those who bring their color, those who bring their full spiritual presence into a union that says, I am more like someone from India who identifies with this rainbow. I am more like someone from China and Russia and Africa and any part of Europe than the people who look like me and prayed like I did when I was young. We can own this union. Indeed, it is prophesied. They could see it hundreds of years in advance. And all that's left is for us to choose on our own to join this great dream. I am sick and tired of different hues telling me why they are better than the other hue. There is no story you can spin, there is no expertise or intelligence or power that you can share that will convince me that you are somehow more necessary or more important than the rest of human society. Your hue is not better. You may excel in specific ways. I will know you as the person who brings that gift to the greater whole. And you can tell the difference. Someone who is not really bringing their gift to the greater whole may convince you that they're deserving of your attention or your money or your respect or your adulation. But someone who is truly giving their gifts to the world, someone who is truly prioritizing the rainbow, shines in a way you can learn to trust. I seek those who shine like this, and may all others leave. I don't want to be present with you. I close my eyes to you. The light is too bright out here. It is too beautiful to live in a world surrounded by those who love in such ways. It is too beautiful to deny. I do not want to go back into the dull and tragic sense that my heritage is somehow more important than yours. There is no victory. There is no possibility of victory in this way, because as long as I live my life in a society that depends on some people losing, I suffer with you. I know myself as something bigger than what I was born into, and I feel the suffering of everyone who suffers near me. I already live this way. When I win a victory in a way that crushes someone else's dreams, bittersweet at best, there is a joy that comes when awful, domineering, hateful people lose. Yet I don't dance in mockery of them. I don't gloat. I don't enjoy them off in the corner suffering. I know it is a karmic truth that when you seek to induce suffering in others, when you seek power over others as a primary way to know yourself, you will suffer in a similar way, soon or eventually. When such people lose, particularly if such people have tried to dominate me, it feels good. I don't hide from that. I rest in it some. And then I pray, how can we move on into this dream of a greater rainbow? Because from the peace of any level of victory, you have the opportunity to seek a new kind of dream, the kind of dream that shares. And when you share, you gain. When you share, you gain everything that is brought to share with you. You don't lose what you share, what you are sharing is not finite. Your skill, your presence, your resonance, your song can be sung again and again and again. And if you choose to only share it with those who sing like you will never experience the beauty of the other songs. To experience the beauty of someone else's gifts gives you perspective on your own. To experience the joy they gain when reveling in your gift is to experience yourself in a much deeper and more beautiful way. I invite you to embrace this about yourself. We can all give each other the incredible blessing, the presence of our presence. And when we do, we gain a much deeper and more fulfilling relationship with what we have always had within us. This gift of the rainbow is available for everyone who chooses it. You must do quite a bit of work to prune yourself, to weed away the elements of the life you've been living that may not be open to sharing. And sometimes these masquerade in unusual ways. And you have to squirrel out layers of dominance or isolation that you didn't recognize for what they are. Do this. It's the commitment to do this even before you understand what it entails that will truly set you on the healthy course, and you immediately gain the blessing of feeling the light. This light is a full rainbow. We can't choose any one color to kick out. It doesn't work that way. When we embrace the gifts of the full rainbow, something comes into peace inside that cannot be compared. A struggle is released, a resentment dissolves, hatreds become impossible to maintain, and hope flowers with far greater ease than any other action of thought or heart. Please rest in this heart with me. I seek others who believe this too, who know it already and want to make it stronger. I hope it's you. I hope it's you.